Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacciana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we have a nifty little unmarked lighter. Not sure what the material is. It is plated, I believe, but what the base metal is, I would not swear. Maybe steel. I don't think it's brass. I don't see any markings whatsoever. Just on the surface, this lighter kind of reminds me of the Dunhill service lighter. The first time I saw one, that's what I thought about. And there's also a lighter called the Firefly that was made by the Signal U manufacturing company that just at first blush this lighter appears to be very similar to. But this lighter is much more rudimentary in operation than either one of those. And the flint mechanism, I'll call it, is different from any that I have ever encountered. I believe this lighter was brand new before I filled it up a while ago. It's got a nice windscreen built into it, integrated into the tube style lighter. Scratches there. I thought I saw some printing, but I think it's just scratches or grains in the metal. I've had several of these before. Well, I shouldn't say several. I've had a few of these. They got sold off in various lots, and I was always confused by this mechanism. But you can see that the wheel goes up. You slide the flint down in there, and the best I can tell, it's just not made to spark against the end of the flint like most file wheels are. I believe it just lays in there like you see it, and you saw it works just fine that way. Maybe a little bit tough on the spin there at the moment. I'm not sure. I spun it several times before we started here. It was really heating up very quickly. But you'll see that if you pull that up, you can shake that out, and we'll see where it has been grinding against the side. I tried every way I could to get it in there in a better position. Tried to get one end of it to go down, and I just didn't see any way around it. And like I said, it works this way, so I guess nobody ever said that the file wheel had to grind perfectly against the end of the flint. If this was all you had, you'd be glad to have it. It'd still be better than a match or getting down on the ground and making a fire with sticks and rocks, or maybe a flint or kindling or whatever you might be fortunate enough to have. At least here you still have it all tied up nice and neat in one device. Even if that wheel is not the smoothest working mechanism, that I have ever encountered. Still better than some plastic lighters that you might pick up at the gas station. Definitely still better and more dependable than some. And you could argue whether or not this particular flint, it's obviously not the most efficient use of flint, but it is still more renewable than a broken piezo. I kind of like it. It's a little bit better lighter than I thought it would be. It functions a little bit better, and once you kind of realize how to use this wheel, it's not like you really need all that much pressure on it. You just need to send a shower of sparks from here over to here. And you all know this, if I filled the lighter, then it was likely overfull. And I didn't overfill this one. I should have done it on camera. You guys wouldn't have believed it. But I didn't overfill it, but it may be very full to where vapor lock could definitely be an issue. So as I was saying earlier, I think I'd probably still rather have this than a match. Tried to light anything off of a match lately? That can drive you mad. But you know, I'm lighting different things than some of you. Some of you who light commercially produced tobacco products, it doesn't take anything to light your cigarettes. Those things have been designed perfectly over time to burn perfectly, to stay lit, and all you really need to do is touch a flame and give it just the least bit of inhalation, and you're going to have that cigarette lit. But the things I'm lighting take a little bit more nuance in that. And part of that is because there's multiple things that I choose to combust. And part of it is just the nature of what it is that I am burning. Really cool unmarked tube style lighter. It works well enough. If I can figure out that wheel. Until next time.